Hey, welcome back. Day 5 of week 9. If you are not watching this right away, remember I am filming this right after I filmed day 4. So I am still in the same clothes. Uh, we will be finishing out the chapter today. So verses 18 through 21. And then we'll talk about it. So let's get going. Verse 18. By these 3 plagues, a third of mankind was killed, by the fire and smoke and sulfur coming out of their mouths. For the power of the horses is in their mouths and in their tails, for their tails are like serpents with heads, and by means of them they wound. The rest of mankind, who were not killed by these plagues, did not repent of the works of their hands, nor give up worshipping demons and idols of gold and silver and bronze and stone and wood, which cannot see or hear or walk. Nor did they repent of their murders or their sorceries or their sexual immorality or their thefts. Okay. Our quick summary: a third of humanity is killed through these judgments, yet those who survive still refuse to repent. They continue worshiping idols and practicing sinful behaviors rather than turning to God. I don't understand that, but we'll talk about it. Perhaps the saddest truth in this chapter is not the judgment itself, but the hardness of the human heart. I think that is always the saddest thing. Even after witnessing God's power, many refuse to change. These passages encourage us to respond quickly when God convicts us rather than allowing our hearts to become hardened. Whew. This one's a rough one, y'all. It's a rough one. Why do you think many people refuse to repent? And here's the thing. I don't know why they did it. I don't know, like in the Bible, why these people did. Um, but here now in this timeline, um, I think that the world has just, pardon me saying it this way, but it has gone to hell in a handbasket. Um, and so many people have left the church. So many people have turned their backs on God. Their hearts are so hardened that they refuse to see what is right. Refuse to see these things as sign God is real. God is working in their lives. God is doing these things. And I think that a lot of it is they don't care, to be honest. I think that is the world we live in, is I don't care. I don't care what happened to that person. It didn't happen to me, so why should I change my life? Type of thing. Um, this world has become selfish. It has become unempathetic. I don't even know if that's a word, but it's what came to mind. There are too many people in this world right now that just don't care about anyone but themselves. And the sad part is, a lot of these people, they don't even care about their families. They say they do, but deep down, they only care what happens to them. They're only worried about what happens to them and how it affects them. So if they see all of this stuff going on in the world, but it's not hurting them, they're going to be like, meh, why should I change? And I think that that is a lot of what the problem is. We should all be willing to look at something and be like, that's not right. I need to correct things in myself. How can I change me to help them? Um, those are conversations I've had with myself a lot. Am I perfect? No, none of us are perfect. But I try my best And I put myself out there a lot with telling my story on the podcasts, whether it's my podcast or somebody else's podcast. I put myself out there a lot. And let me tell you, it is not easy. It is 100% a struggle because reliving my darkest, deepest traumas every single time I talk about them is difficult. But that is what God is telling me to do, and not for me. He is telling me to do this so that maybe I can help someone else. And I've had a lot of people ask me, well, why does it matter? Right? Why does your story matter? Why do you care to share it? Because there might be somebody out there that is going through exactly what I'm going through who could use the encouragement, who could see that no matter what happens with my pain levels, with all of the things that I go through, that I still have faith in God, that I still turn to God, that I still rely on God. And honestly, the biggest reason I do it, God is telling me to, right? Like, He is telling me to do this. Who am I to disobey? Um, so yeah, okay. We'll move on now. Sorry, I will get off my soapbox. What can harden a person's heart toward God? Oh, so many things. Um, Speaking of my story, if you know anything about my story, and if you don't, I encourage you to scroll my Facebook page, Walking with Heather, and check it out. Did a podcast last Friday, and you can watch that and get a sense of an idea of uh, where where I'm at with my story. Or you can message me and I will talk to you about it. But the thing is, I've been through so much that was designed to harden my heart to God. You know, and I've asked this question, why me? Why does this keep happening to me? Why do I keep getting sick? Why do I keep having these things happen? And I've never gotten a straight answer. Thanks for that, God. But I I have received encouragement. I don't know how to describe that, but I have. And I know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and God is using me for a greater purpose. That my pain is not in vain, that it is being used to help others. Is that sometimes rough to deal with? Yes, especially this week where I have been up and down on the flare. Um, but I don't think it takes much to harden someone's heart. Um, one wronged, one heartbreak, one job loss, one illness, one anything can make someone turn away from God, can make their heart harder. Is it always just one thing? No, of course. Sometimes it's a series of events that happens. Um, Sometimes it's people. Sometimes it's not even God at all. But church hurt is real. Um, and if you don't know what church hurt is, I will try to quickly explain it. Basically, you go to a church, and the people in that church do something that goes against you, that is not right. Um, they mock you, they say bad things about you, they um, just do things that are not what God would want them to. Um, and it turns you away from the church. The sad part is, most of the time, it turns people away from God as well. And God's not the one that hurt you. Those people are, and people are not perfect. So I encourage you, if you are not currently in a church, but you are looking for a church, Talk to your friends who are churchgoers. Find one that fits you. Find one where you are comfortable and give it a try again, because I just encourage that. But I also encourage you, even if you're not ready for that, talk to God. Just go to God. You don't have to be in church to do that. You can sit on your couch, in your car, stand outside, whatever it is you want to do. Just talk to God. Talk to God. And our last question: how can you remain sensitive to God's convictions in your own life? This one is a hard one for me, because we don't like to be convicted, right? We don't like to hear God telling us, "Hey, you did this and that wasn't right." We don't like anybody that tells us we're wrong. But I think listening to God when He convicts us, to go to Him and repent, to pray. Pray is the biggest thing. Um, Prayer is what is going to keep you sensitive to that conviction. Prayer is what's going to let you be open to Him convicting you and helping you change your ways. So, yeah. All right. That is all I have for you today. I know this video went a little longer than most of them this week, but I had a lot to talk about. We had a lot to unpack. So, let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I'll try to help answer them. And I love you. I will see you tomorrow for our recap. Bye, guys.